Hi everybody. I decided to do something really kind of different today. It's going to be a quick tutorial. I'm going to try my hand at video editing and see if I can just splice the clips together, but if not, this will be a two-part video. So what I'm going to be doing is I have some jewelry pieces here that I've done in sterling silver. Well, the bobby pins are just cheap bobby pins, but they're wrapped in sterling silver. And what I need to do with these pieces is I need to oxidize them. Sorry for the airplane sounds in the background if you can hear that. I live by an airport. And I have to do this outside because this stuff smells so god-awful that I would not bring it in the house. It's so gross. But, so the pieces that I want to oxidize are these. This little pendant, if it would focus, it doesn't want to, is moonstone. You can see the blue flashes. So pretty. I love these. With a tiny little garnet and a teeny little pyrite bead there. And then this is labradorite, like Labrador, I guess. But it's also got crazy awesome blue flashes. I love these. These are my two favorite kinds of stones. So it looks like yucky and gray, and then when the light hits it at certain angles it shines neon blue. They're really great. And then I made this little set of bobby pins yesterday. So these are just like black and orange for Halloween, and some red, green, and white pearls for Christmas. And then these are just kind of like fall leaf colors for Thanksgiving, so they're pretty cute. Alright, so what you need to oxidize is you need a bowl of hot water. You don't want it boiling, but I got this to boiling because I knew it was going to sit for a couple minutes. And then you need another bowl of cool water. You are also going to need some tweezers because you don't want to touch any of this stuff. And the main ingredient is this liver of sulfur. It's kind of like, looks like little mineral rock chunk things, but it smells like sulfur. Like if you've ever driven past a factory and it's just been, oh, just smells so bad. Yeah, that's exactly what this smells like. So, oh, that's really sweet. So you need a couple little tiny pieces. There's some big huge rocks in there, but you only need about the size of a pea. And you can see when you put it in, it starts to turn like bright highlighter yellow. Well, it doesn't look like highlighter yellow in the camera, but trust me, it's highlighter yellow. So you want to let all the pieces dissolve. Now I'm going to stick the metal pieces in to this liquid, and you're going to have to watch close because it happens really fast. You'd be surprised. So this is what it looks like before. It's nice, shiny, bright sterling silver. And I'm going to drop it in, so watch. And you can already see that it's going to go through a couple stages that are going to happen fast. So now it's got sort of a brownish, kind of just yucky tint to it, some greens, and it's not too appealing. I'm going to go ahead and put the other pieces in. the water got a little bit too cool. It works best when the water is really warm, almost boiling, but not quite. It'll go a little bit faster. This is kind of taking a little while because the water's been sitting and cooling off. So sometimes, oh, this is getting close. Sometimes you might want to keep the water cooler because it will go through each stage at a slower pace. And if you're not looking for that dark black or gunmetal kind of color, then you may want to leave it in for a lesser time so that sometimes it can almost look like brass or copper, like a rusty. Thank you, Mr. Motorcycle, for driving by. But if you don't want it to be dark black color, you can leave the water a little cooler and just leave the pieces in for more or less time. So now you can see this is turned nice and dark. So I'm going to put it in the cool water to stop it and to rinse off all the leftover yucky, stinky water. Sorry if I'm not positioning the camera right. I'm trying to hold it with my left hand while I do this. So that one's a little light. I'm going to put it back in. Check our bobby pins here. They're not quite done yet. Another minute. So I'm thinking this is going to have to be at least 2 parts. If I can get the 2 videos together, I will do that to try to make it one video. If not, they'll just have to be 2 separate ones. While I'm waiting for these to finish, with the liver of sulfur, you want to make sure that you keep it sealed in a container. And you can see this one, I bought this one online. This stuff is really cheap too. You don't need a lot of it. I've had this for a long time. But you can see how it's all wrapped all the way around in paper. That's because you don't want the sunlight to hit it, because the sunlight will make it less effective. You usually want to keep it cool too. And in its like powder and rock crystal form, it is flammable, so you have to be really, really careful with it. And it smells. Don't do it inside at all. Don't even try it. It's so disgusting. To get rid of the liquid, what I like to do is leave it outside. Once it turns completely clear, that means that the chemicals have run their course. And I usually find a place in the yard. We have rocks here because it's kind of deserty, so away from the grass and anything growing, and I just put it over the rocks. But it looks like our pieces are pretty good here. So I'm going to take these out and I'm going to dry them off, and then I will start the video again back inside. I'll show you more up close what these pieces look like, and I'll also show you how to polish them and finish them off. See you in a couple minutes.